Nathan Judah from a foggy Compton Park. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Tim, Ipswich at home on Saturday. Big game. Nuno, we heard from him this afternoon. I guess 4 games in 10 days, it looks a lot, but he's ready for it.
I see you dressed up for the occasion.
Well, you know, I thought I'd like to. It's a little bit of a snazzy number.
You look a mess, man, to be honest.
Why? What are you talking about?
Why aren't you smart enough?
Well, why aren't you wearing a Christmas jumper? It's Friday.
You're the only one that's wearing one in the office, by the way.
Probably I was the only one who got the memo.
Someone's on the wind-up.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Saying Sue's on the wind-up, there's Mikey Burrows there as well in the background.
No, just ignore him. Ignore it.
Yeah. Listening,
playing Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, or is it Diana Ross?
Wolves commentate Mikey Burrows for those who don't know.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
so,
why wouldn't you know?
Why wouldn't you know? He's still going. Look at him. He's gonna
probably gonna beat the horn, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my God! All I want is you.
All I want is you. All we want is 3 points, Tim.
Nice.
Yeah, do you like that? Like that transition?
That's your Nickelodeon days coming back.
Okay. So Nuno, I mean, didn't say. Well, I've got Nuno's comments on my card here, obviously from what he said in the presser.
Come on, let's get to it. Come on.
But he's ready to go into it. He knew about this schedule, and the players are ready.
I mean, as he said a couple of times, they've done the schedule before because it's what is it? Saturday? No. Yeah, Saturday. No. Saturday, Tuesday. Yeah. Saturday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
So it's been done before because otherwise
it has been done before.
They were going to play on the Monday, weren't they?
Yes.
New Year's Day, which would have made it exceptional.
And
but
they got moved.
But Saturday, Tuesday, which they've done before this season. Yeah, absolutely. So 4 games, 11 days. It's tough, but they're ready. And you know, he's been lucky with the fact that he's got a massive squad to choose from.
Yeah.
Only got 1 player out injured, by the way. Philip Fossaway.
Oh.
I said that, he might be around here. So they've only got 1 player out. They've got what, a 25-man squad. What a luxury to have.
Unbelievable. So, yeah, at Christmas as well.
So if they are knackered on for Tuesday at the Den, or following Tuesday and to Brentford, then yeah, he's got the luxury of being able to change the squad. So fair play for the recruitment in the summer, you know, because they are well stocked in every position, so they're okay.
Leo Bonatini is one man who you spoke to before Nuno came in, and he's a guaranteed starter tomorrow, isn't he?
Well, ain't no one else going to play there. Yeah, no, he is. He's looked a bit jaded the last couple of weeks, I think, but his family have arrived for Christmas,
which is always a boost.
Which is nice, so that'll be a lovely little morale boost for him. And he says again, it's okay. I mean, come on, players just want to play.
Of course they do. He's loving it though.
Players go and play.
Yeah.
And
play.
And you know, less training. They just want to play matches, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they can manage it.
Is that like you? You'd rather be going to matches and covering them than be in the office?
1,000%.
1,000,000%.
1,000%. Yeah. No, you're right. Good point, actually. Yeah. So that's all they want to do, and they just want to be playing. So yeah, they might be a bit jaded, and I would expect changes over this period. Yeah. And they've got one eye on the Swansea FA Cup game as well, by the way, which is in a couple of weeks. So they just want to play, and they want to keep this momentum going. Crucially, I know they haven't been playing as well in the last couple of weeks, but they just keep grinding out those results. Mick
McCarthy versus Nuno. Mick McCarthy spoke yesterday and had some very nice words to say about Wolves.
Very complimentary, which I think was probably a bit of a tactic on his part.
Come on, give the guy some credit, come on.
No, because
it's genuine, it's from the heart.
Oh, give out. Oh, you're so naive. Oh, that's quite cute, really.
I wasn't here when Mick was here.
We'll see what he says after the game, but I don't think he's going to stoke any fires beforehand by saying, oh, you know, Wolves are only top of the league because they spent 50 million. He might, like I said, he might have a few choice words to say after the match on Saturday, which we'll look forward to hearing.
Yeah.
So he was very complimentary. Obviously, the club that he was very fond of. You know, he says he's not bitter about his sacking. I mean, for God's sake, it was almost 5 years ago, and he can't bloody wait. I mean, he doesn't lose against Wolves. 13 matches, 1-3, count them, unbeaten against Wolves. That goes before and after his Molineux tenure. But certainly, with Ipswich, I think it's 7 matches since he took charge there and undefeated. Incredible.
And what's the bets on a 0-0 tomorrow then?
12 to 1.
12
to 1. So yeah, the last 3 Wolves Ipswich games have been 0-0, as we said in yesterday's video. Wolves' last home game was 0-0. Yeah. They've only scored 2 goals in the last 3 games, 3 clean sheets. 12 to 1. If you fancy a little Christmas present, stick a tenner on that. 12 to 1 for a 0-0.
Well, I've become addicted gamblers. In 2018, they lose everything.
Don't gamble, kids.
Don't gamble, kids. So, like I say, Wolves. Not many injuries whatsoever. Only one at right back. Ipswich have got a few though, haven't they?
Many.
Yes.
Many. Yeah. 15 outfield players fit.
Wow.
8 midfielders out.
Ouch. Who
are
we down to? Bare bones then.
Bare bones, absolutely. You know, he says he's not going to use it as an excuse, Mick, of course. But But they've still been grinding out results as well. I mean, they're 8th in the table, by the way. Seeing as they've got one of the smallest budgets, certainly of the teams in the top half, the smallest, I'd imagine. And he's got them in 8th place, overachieving again. So they know how to grind out those results as well.
Does that suit a club like Ipswich? I guess, you know, when you're a club and you've ravaged with injuries and you've got 4 games in 10 days and you've got players who might play that could do, I guess we could get them out there, and they see Wolves top of the table, they're going away, they say, well, let's leave them because we've got a more winnable game maybe at home in 2 or 3 days, so rather than fully fit than going out there and maybe getting injured.
Is Mick going to play the reserves? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying...
It doesn't sound like he's got any for a start, although he has got previous for that before your time, but when he was Wolves manager, I think he made 10 changes at Man United away and got fined.
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, quite a big national story at the time, and then saved him for the next game, which they won. So I do not imagine that in the slightest. Well, the other thing is about making changes at this time. You know, you want your players match hardened. I mean, if Jack Price or Brighton and Bakari comes in tomorrow, you know, they might get caught a bit cold. Whereas these guys have been playing 20 matches all season. They're ready. They're match hardened, and like I said, they've got this winning formula and a formula not to concede goals. So you don't really want to mess with that too much.
Barry Douglas, Barry, definitely back straight in.
So yeah, Nuno's confirmed today. He's back in. I'd expect him to come back into the team. Vinagre, well, when they've both been fit, certainly in the last kind of 2-3 months, it's Douglas that's got the nod for his superior defensive abilities. I'd imagine. I'd say Vinagre's probably better going forward, but we'll see. Vinagre, yeah, I think he'll be on the bench and maybe one that would come on if Ipswich are defending quite deep and you need to overload them down the flanks or whatever. Yeah. So, and as for other changes, it's tough to predict. I mean, well, I guess all you can do is predict the one change, but if Nuno makes more, I don't know. He's not known for it. I mean, I think as I said also this week they made a league low 25 changes this season to the lineup, which consistent teams are the ones up there at the top, consistent selections. So I don't know. If I was a manager, which I'm very clearly not, I'd bring Helder Costa in. I think he's earned a start. I think he's worthy of one. I'd say for Cavallera. I think I can't see him dropping Jota. Jota's the best player. Yeah. So I don't think I don't think you rest your best player. So I know they've had 8 days off since Sheffield Wednesday, but maybe Costa will be one that could come in. So let's see what he can do. He'll be itching to get on and show what he can do. Elsewhere, I don't know. Bart for Bennett at the back, possibly. I don't know. And then Njai would be another option as well in midfield because Sace hasn't been quite on it the last couple of games. So.
Can quite a few of the players play all these games back to back, or do they have to have a rest? Or maybe is it more defenders that can play all of them, and the midfield and the attackers at least need one game?
Yeah, for once you've nailed it. I think the defence could play every single game, and it's the attackers that you might want to mix up. But they haven't got a huge plethora of options. I mean, you've got Costa and Ina Bakari to come in, but as far as changing around that front three go, then you're down to Conor Ronan and Ben Marshall, who just haven't featured really since kind of September time. So, like I said, Njai I think would be an option. Vinagre maybe swapping with Douglas, especially if Douglas has been suffering with an injury, which he has. So. Difficult to nail, but I think I don't think we'll see too many changes.
John Ruddy could play every day of the year.
Yeah,
don't do anything
in a deck chair.
Absolutely. So big game tomorrow.
We're still going away.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be here. Oh, you're not going to be here. I'm at Compton. I'll be at Molyneux. But where are you going to be?
I'm not going to the game.
So who's going to be your deputy?
Is that news?
Yeah, who's your deputy?
Matthew Mayer,
Matthew Mayer,
Villa correspondent, will be filling in for me tomorrow.
While you will be.
Elsewhere. But back on Boxing Day.
Back on Boxing Day, big game at Millwall. So it is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Ipswich. It'll be me and Matt Mayer. For all the build-up on this one, make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.